And we are back again for the last day of our marathon. Gosh, it's already 10 days, Federico. Let's do other 10. That was fun. That was interesting, and that was refreshing for me as a new kind of practice.
Thank you, Lele, and welcome again. And thank you, as I said before, thank you so much for having me here. This has been a great experience for me.
I think it's a pleasure also for all the attendees and viewers and subscribers of the present show to have a different activity and something quite interesting, because we learned not only, I think so far, not only one new way of meditating, but also how you can combine, right? And that's actually what we are going to do today, right?
Yes. Well, today we're going to do a new meditation, the last meditation. So today is the fourth meditation of all the, yes, number 4. And here is the thing, it's kind of difficult, so I'm going to go over it, but it's just a combination of all the other meditations. And in fact, when we finish, I think that this is the one you want mind to stick to. Mm-hmm. If you did all the meditations in order and you can do this, you can just practice this, and this can be your go-to meditation. It's called Your Own Pure Land. And what it does is basically sets you and your body in contact. This is very important. You have to be aware of your body. This is the main object of awareness. And the way to do it is very simple. First, we're going to conceptually divide the body in 3 parts. From our neck up is going to be one part, head and neck. From our shoulders to our hips is going to be the second part. We're going to call it the torso. And from our hips down is going to be the third part. We're going to call it a little bit the pelvis, or the lower part. If you want, you can call it the upper, the middle, and the lower part. And we're going to start doing the cloud. Remember the cloud from the body scanning? We're going to close our eyes and imagine the cloud again. Okay. And then we're going to have it a little bit of the breathing yoga. We're going to take in the cloud, but the cloud we're going to take in 3 breaths, and we're going to take it from the top of our head, like if we were a chimney, right? We had a chimney, and with each inhalation, we're going to imagine the cloud comes in. And first, let's take as an example the upper part. We're going to feel that the cloud fills the upper part. It's like we were hollow. And we're going to take it, and then we're going to take another 3 breaths, and we're going to let it go. So we're hollow inside. And we're going to have a slightly tinge of the cloud. Say the cloud is amber, like in my case, we're going to have a hollow amber tinge, right? And in there, we're going to install, like we did in the palace, we're going to install a picture of something that sparks joy, but this time within our body. And we're going to try to feel it in the middle of our body. Remember, we're imagining. It's not like we're going to find something that's there, but we're going to imagine it. We're going to create it within our body. And we're going to create, imagine of something that sparks joy. Say in the middle of the head, like this place and like this place. Yeah. And we're going to stand there relaxing. Afterwards, we're not going to watch it disappear. We're going to make it remain in place, and the cloud will move again by 3 breaths a little bit lower into the torso. And we'll do the process. We'll fill the torso, we'll let it go, we'll find the hollow space, and then we'll install a second thing. And for the last part, we'll do the same for the lower section of the body. And once we did this, we're going to try to kind of keeping the concentration in the lower part near the pelvis, which is where we finish. Mm-hmm. And then also extend the awareness toward the chest, toward the place in the torso that we have the object. And when we can remain there, we will try to extend it again to the head. So we are aware of 3 places in our body that basically spark joy and we can feel at the same time. And this is a great, great technique. It's a great place because you'll start feeling the body not only as something that carries you, but rather as a set of places that bring you joy. and you will kind of feel a different awareness when you have a vertical axis running through. And believe me, I think it will be worthwhile. So, sorry for the long introduction.
The end part of this is the relaxation, is joy, and also it's kind of the effect of awareness of our body, right? So there were three main things we should feel.
Right. We'll have the creativity of visualizing things and becoming aware of that, but this is mainly an awareness meditation. Awareness and joy meditation, but mainly awareness. So, ready to go to it?
I'm ready.
Great, we're great. So, let's close our eyes. And first, we're going to take 3 breaths to relax. 1, 2, and 3. And now we're going to imagine before us the cloud. Our old friend, the fluffy cloud. As always, relaxing with a smell, with a sound, with a shape that relaxes us. And now we're going to take 3 deep breaths, and the cloud will come into our head and into our neck. And we will imagine that we are hollow and the cloud fills it. One, the cloud comes in from the crown of the head like a chimney. 2, we feel it moving, feel it in the eyes, the ears, the mouth, the chin, the neck. And 3, all of our head is filled by the fluffy cloud. And now we're going to take 3 deep breaths, and we're going to let the cloud out through our nostrils. 1, 2, and 3. And now the interior of our head and our neck, which is still hollow, is slightly cloud tinged. And in there, we're going to find something, we're going to feel it in the middle of our head, something which sparks joy. Could be a thing, could be a situation, but we're going to see how it looks, how it smells, how it sounds. We're going to feel the joy spreading through our head. And now we're going to feel that the cloud is drawn in again, this time through our chest, back, and stomach with 3 breaths. 1, we feel pushed past the neck and into the chest. 2, we're going to feel it feels the back, and the shoulders. And 3, it fills up to the stomach. And now we're going to expel it with 3 breaths. 1, we draw it from the stomach. 2, from our chest and back. And 3, from our shoulders. And in the space, the clouding space, we're going to set another object, which sparks joy. We're going to see how it looks like, how it feels, how it sounds, how it smells. And we're going to feel all the joy expanding through our chest. And now we're going to take the cloud and push it a little bit down, even more down. Into the pelvis and legs. And we're going to do it with 3 breaths. 1. And we feel it filtering down through the pelvis. And 2. Moving through the legs up to the knees. And 3. Feeling all the way up to the toes. And then we're going to let it out with again 3 breaths. 1, 2, 3. And there we're going to install in the pelvis another object with sparks joy. We're going to feel it, see it, feel the joy it brings us. And now we're going to extend that awareness without losing the object from the pelvis into the chest. And now we're going to extend it also to the head. So we'll be aware of the objects in the pelvis, in the chest, and in the head. a vertical axis. Of pure joy. And now, having remained in the joy, we will keep awareness of it throughout the day, and we can open our eyes. So, how was it, Lele?
Interesting. I think the very important part here is to select the right object, right?
Oh yes.
And I always and I wonder if it's something you should plan in advance, or is something that should happen right in that moment.
You can do it both. You can do both. You can choose the object, but if it doesn't fit, you can change it. Usually, after a while, you can settle on a couple of them, and it will have. It will basically keeping those until they just do not spark joy anymore. So you can retire them, and you can choose 2 or 3 more.
It's very interesting. I think also the choice is also what surprises me. So that's good.
Excellent, excellent. I'm glad. So thank you so much again, Lele, for having me here. This has been an excellent experience for me. I'm so glad to have shared with you guys.
And we also have folks watching live in this moment. So thank you a lot for watching, because you know, it's also thanks to you that we did it this time live this year, that we were here. So hopefully there will be more occasions, Federico, to bring you know, more kind of meditation, more kind of tradition or challenges. So who knows what the present show or kind of party we'll organize one day, but we will be here to make sure that everybody can bring more joy, relaxation, meditation, and wellness for, you know, for themselves and for the people around you, right? That's the purpose we are sharing. So thank you a lot for everything, Federico. That has been fun. Keep watching. I think what people should do from now on. I think what would you share?
My advice is this playlist is already shared. It will be everywhere. We already have the SoundCloud and the meditations uploaded. And every day, follow the present show, follow Ganapati, because we have news every day. And we'll send you a mail with a couple of more follow-ups things. But basically, keep practicing. This is the main thing, right? Keep practicing.
Keep practicing. Or you can go to day 1 and do the whole 10 days of marathon again. And,
you can do it every day.
And experiment more with this practice, and, you know, bring something more also of your own. I would say, like that's I would say meditation is like sport. So there are so many sports, and each one likes one of these, not everything, right? So that's what you find your own way as well. So thank you, and
thank you so much.
have fun.
And bye bye.
Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.